Coming to you from Annapolis, Maryland, home of the U.S. Naval Academy, the sailing capital of the world, home of the world's largest crab feast, and 4 signers of the Declaration of Independence. This is the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief, a daily roundup of local news that you can use, including local sports, local events, local opinion, and local weather from DMV Weather. Now here's your host, publisher of Eye on Annapolis, John Frenaye.
Hello, it is Thursday, November 9th. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Contrary to popular rumor, Gavin Buckley did not win the mayor's race and run off to Australia with it. On Tuesday, Buckley was the victor in the Annapolis City mayor's race, and unfortunately, due to a death in the family back in Australia on Sunday, he will be leaving today for Australia, will be returning sometime middle of the next week. Buckley's uncle passed away on Sunday evening from liver cancer, and he was very close with him. He is flying down for a whirlwind trip to attend the funeral and present a eulogy. We, meaning Tim Hamilton and I, on the Maryland Crabs, spoke with Buckley yesterday morning in his first recorded interview since becoming mayor-elect, and we do suspect that it was done from the comfort of his own bed. But do check out the Maryland Crabs this week and listen to what Buckley has in mind for the city of Annapolis for the next 4 years, including this little tidbit which he had to say about city employees.
I want to make sure that our city employees feel empowered to make decisions as well, because if we trust them enough to hire them, we should trust them enough to make a decision.
That was Annapolis Mayor-elect Gavin Buckley in an interview with the Maryland Crabs, and you can get that at Apple Podcasts, Google Play, wherever you get your podcast. That episode is available now. The write-in ballots were counted yesterday, and Sheila Finlayson will retain her seat in Ward 4. They are doing a recount on the write-in ballots just to make sure they have the exact number for Tony Strong Pratt for the records. In terms of the absentee ballots, we still have to wait another day for that. They will be counted today. Wards 2 and 8 are still too close to call, with Kurt Riegel and Fred Payon just 18 votes apart, with Fred Payon in the lead. And over in Ward 8, you've got Ross Arnett with a 54-vote lead over Julie Mussog. The reason we had to wait for that is because absentee ballots needed to arrive at the Board of Elections yesterday at 5 p.m. And if you mailed that through the Eastport Post Office, you're screwed. Your vote doesn't count because they can't deliver anything in under a month, it seems. Pantelides is in the news, but it's not Mike this time. It is his cousin Savas Pantelides, who was recently released from a 3-year prison sentence for his role in facilitating an armed robbery that led to a shooting back in 2013, just after the mayor had taken office. This time he was charged with passing a forged check in Pasadena. Yesterday morning at about 10:45, a fight broke out at Annapolis High School involving 5 students, which left one student with many stab wounds to the arm and neck. All of the wounds were superficial. He was transported to a local hospital where he was treated and released. There were 4 others that were involved in the fight, and all have been charged, including the victim and the assailant. All were charged with second-degree assault and affray, whatever affray is, as well as disruption of school activities, and the suspect was also charged with first-degree assault, reckless endangerment, possession of a weapon with the intent to injure. Last night at 8:30, a passerby flagged down a passing medic on Spa Road to alert them of a fire in the 900 block of Spa Road, sort of across the street from the Annapolis Public Works building. Crews arrived, found heavy fire. All occupants were accounted for. The home appears to be a total loss, although there is no official estimate. It took about 10 minutes to get under control, and Annapolis City had help with Anne Arundel County and the United States Naval Academy fire departments. A transgender Navy officer based out of Fort Meade is heading to court today to challenge President Donald Trump's proposed ban on transgender people serving in the military. Petty Officer First Class Brock Stone, who had served in Afghanistan and elsewhere around the world, said it was devastating to see Trump's announcement in a series of tweets earlier this year. Former Navy standout Keenan Reynolds, who was released from the Baltimore Ravens earlier this year, was picked up yesterday for the practice squad of the Washington Redskins. He worked out with the Redskins yesterday, so we may not have seen the last of Keenan Reynolds, which is always a good thing. The State Highway Administration unveiled new equipment aimed at making it easier for workers to clear roads when it snows and sleets. And this gets really high-tech. In addition to a larger truck, some plows and trucks will be outfitted with new infrared technology that will be able to measure road temperatures, ice depth, and potential friction. And if you are just absolutely out of your mind, Amazon has the solution for you. Amazon's Key service officially launched in Baltimore as well as several other cities around the country yesterday. Customers who sign up for the program will receive a, quote, smart lock for their home, which allows Amazon delivery workers to unlock the front door, place packages inside, and lock the door when leaving. Just what I want, one of those random Amazon drivers having access to my home. The new hardware will cost you $250, but yes, it comes with free installation. So if you've lost your mind, there you go. Let Amazon roam your house when you're not there. That's it for the news. Stay tuned. We have your local weather along with George Young from DMV Weather coming right up.
This is Maryland. The weather can be nearly unpredictable. We've got George Young from DMV Weather in Annapolis to sort it all out.
Hey everyone, this is George from DMV Weather. Here's your Annapolis forecast for Thursday, November 9th. Today will be another chilly day for Annapolis and all of Anne Arundel County with below average temps in the 50s during the day and 30s overnight tonight. For today specifically, we forecasted a target high temp on our website of 53 degrees for both downtown Annapolis and BWI Airport, as skies will be mostly cloudy ahead of the next real weather maker for the area, which is another cold front coming through later tonight and into Friday morning that will drop temps way below average for the next 48 to 72 hours or so, meaning Friday will be breezy and outright cold with highs 40 to 45 and winds 15 to 20 with gusts into the 30s. And then overnight lows Friday night into Saturday morning will be around 25 degrees. Then Saturday will be very much the same outside without the breeziness and maybe not quite as cold overnight Saturday night into Sunday morning, but still likely below the 32-degree freezing mark in most, if not all, spots across Anne Arundel County. And looking ahead, temps appear to stay below average well into next week, even if only by a few degrees. So get the jackets, hoodies, sweatshirts, and hats and gloves because it's going to get a bit frosty outside. Okay, that's it for us today. Get our free weather app from the Apple App Store or Google Play Store by searching for DCMDVA Weather, and know you can follow us 24/7, 365 on our website at dmvweather.com or on social media via Twitter or Facebook. This is George Young of DMV Weather with your Annapolis forecast. Remember, whatever the weather out there, have fun and be safe.
Ram's Head on Stage is that awesome venue in the heart of downtown Annapolis where no seat is more than 48 feet from the stage. Big-time names in a small-town joint. On November 11th, John Lodge, guitarist and lead singer for the Moody Blues, makes his debut at Ram's Head. Following that, Sawyer Fredericks, the winner of the 8th season of The Voice, takes the stage on the 11th. Iconic rocker David Crosby makes a return to Annapolis for 2 intimate shows on November 27th and again on December 1st. And a little taste of honey on the 12th at Maryland Hall with Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass. And if you want to yuck it up a bit, the legendary comedy of Paula Poundstone is back in town once again on the 1st of December. And back over at Maryland Hall, that 70s band, Air Supply, will fill the hall with their hits on November 20th. Tickets for these and all of their shows are available at ramsheadonstage.com, or if you find yourself in downtown Annapolis, the box office is adjacent to the Ram's Head Tavern, located at 33 West Street.
Thanks for listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. If you like what you heard, make sure to tell your friends and colleagues about it. And also tell them about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find much more. Be sure to check out our other weekly podcast, The Maryland Crabs. This podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at noon. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.